say it's like Christmas. It's the best event of the year at Rice. It's like what brings us together as a community. For me on the bike team, it's like training all year and having fun on bicycles, and then it like leads to this. For everyone else, it's just been an amazing week of doing some really fun stuff.
The last time we were able to do this was 2019. And I can tell you, we are ready. The judges are ready, the students are ready. Everyone who has walked into this space today has said they are so thrilled to be back in person.
Bread boys.
We pretty much spent like almost every single late night the past 2 weeks building this board, making sure that it works.
I'm really excited about the new business major here available for undergraduate students because they've had a graduate school of business here for years now. And so it's really not a new school, it's just adding the undergraduate major. And so all of these professors are extremely experienced teaching in the graduate school. And so it's going to be like getting a graduate school professor in an undergrad. I didn't want to pass up that opportunity.
The first time I entered this theater, after it had been completed, and I sat right back there in the first row of that parterre, and I was the only person in here. And there was a young soprano in our program and a pianist. And she began to sing, and I was immediately overwhelmed. It became emotional, and my eyes welled up, and it was at that moment that I realized that we had really succeeded in making something magical.
Let us go forward together in the faith of high adventure, in the joy of high endeavor, in the hope of high achievement, to make progress for all peoples in our world. Ping and I thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts for these last remarkable 18 years.
It's been my life, and it's not over yet. There are new things on the horizon, but it's the dominant feeling I have is one of deep gratitude for Rice and for people in the city and for the support across the board that we've received over these years.
It is incredible. I have dreamed of this since I was literally 11 years old. I would watch videos about O Weekend, think about the fireworks and how crazy it must be to have all of these things. They make you really feel like you belong here, because a lot of the times you get here and everyone is like crazy smart and you're like, do I actually belong here? And just all of the welcoming that they do, it really makes you feel like you belong.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the opening of this beautiful structure today, our accessory ADU done in collaboration between Rice School of Architecture, Construct, and Avenue CDC.
What we found is we could take fly ash, which is a waste product, and we can take fly ash, flash it, and we get out something called rare earth elements.
3, 2, 1, flash.
We're referring to these as necrobotic grippers. We're calling it necrobotics because we're using these basically dead objects, dead spiders in this case.
We took the spider, we placed the needle in it, not knowing what was going to happen. We kind of had like an estimate of where we wanted to place the needle, and when we did it, it worked.
We've been able to demonstrate efficacy in a number of animal models of different types of cancers, ovarian, colorectal, and now in this study we highlight the potential for this therapy in treating mesothelioma cancers as well as other lung cancer.
For what we do, the MacArthur is kind of like, I don't know if, I mean, I don't want to lie, like, you know, I haven't hoped to win one, but I've dreamt. But it never was a hope because it's not real. But like a dream, yeah, I would love to win a MacArthur. But that is the highest dream you can have in like what we do.
One of the things we know is that microorganisms basically know what's going on around them in their environment. And what we sought to do was to take that and use those abilities to basically detect contaminants, and then we had to do some really clever and hard engineering to convert those signals from chemical signals into electrical signals.
This paper boiled down to an amazing discovery. We were looking at a very important reaction, ammonia decomposition. This is very important for the hydrogen economy. And we started by working with our antenna reactor nanoparticles. So these are particles that are activated by light, but they do chemistry. And they can convert a catalyst, a well-known thermal catalyst, where people use heat, they can convert the thermal catalyst to a light-based catalyst.
This project is not an art installation. It's actually the result of a research collaboration that I'm trying to lead in the university. 90% of the rooftops in Houston and in the world are full of mechanical equipment. The question was how to activate these spaces, how to make them meaningful spaces for the building performance and for the community as a space that you can enjoy.
The only reason I'm with the Astros is because I was accepted into Rice University. In the sport management department from the very beginning, from the very first day to the end, has been so supportive and helped me do everything I wanted to do in sports.
Who says stars don't shine as bright in the city? In Houston, Space City nickname, we can see stars in the light and in the dark. Houston, we have a problem, and our Houstonians can solve it.
Welcome to our 50th Raíces a Ramas 50 Años Solar Gala. This is the legacy and destiny of Rice University. We believe, as Hispanic students, as Hispanic alumni, as friends of the Hispanic community, ladies and gentlemen, we have had our adventure, we have endeavored, and we have achieved.
We are here today to celebrate a group of young people whose intelligence and fortitude and talents, in addition to everything else they were also understood as solutions, as the solutions to long-standing national errors.
How I would think of it as a historian, looking back at the images that are going to be produced from this, I think about the image of looking out from Fondren towards Lovett Hall and seeing our first African-American president being inaugurated.
It is in our DNA to go beyond the cusp of greatness to greatness itself. And in John F. Kennedy's words, we will move forward with strength and courage. Thank you for being here today. I am truly honored and excited and humbled to serve as the next president of this great institution. Thank you.
Since Reggie's an engineer, we thought it would be neat to pick drones instead of fireworks. We thought that it would be a great way to invite everyone onto campus and in kind of a casual way enjoy this big celebration together.
It was meant to be fun. It was meant to remind all of us of why we love Rice, all the different things we love about Rice.